I wanted to step away from my Pokemon videos and talk about something else I'm passionate about. Persona. So yeah, another turn-based JRPG that's about battling with monsters. Anyway, Persona 5 Scramble The Phantom Strikers has a demo on the Japanese eShop. So yes, you can play it right now on your Nintendo Switch if you have a Japanese account. I just played through the 45-minute demo twice and walked away super impressed with what Atlus, Koei Tecmo, and Omega Force have constructed. Persona 5 Scramble feels like a proper continuation of Persona 5 while also breathing new life into it with some brand new elements. If you were at all worried about Scramble being an easy cash grab, you can put those worries to rest. First off, just like Persona 5, P5 Scramble oozes with style. While hacking and slashing your way through hordes of shadows, they explode in a gorgeous fashion. Many of Persona 5's assets are being reused in Scramble, which could be viewed as a negative. However, Persona 5's presentation is so damn good that it's hard to be upset. Using some of the same animations, environments, and sounds make it feel like a real continuation and not a spin-off. P5 Scramble seems like a necessity for Persona 5 fans to play if they want to know the full story of the ragtag group of students from P5. GameXplain made a video comparing the reused game assets in Persona 5 Scramble from Persona 5, and I'll show some of that right now and link it down in the description. It's really interesting seeing the subtle changes Omega Force made to the environments. In many instances, Persona 5 Scramble looks even better than the vanilla Persona 5. One thing that immediately stood out to me in the demo was the level design. I'm no Dynasty Warriors expert, but based on the demo, Persona 5 Scramble seems more linear than your typical Musou. Or is it Musou? I guess I'll just go with that one. I keep hearing everyone pronounce that differently. Anyway, I'm sure things will open up a bit more later in the game, but I was pleasantly surprised by how similar the levels felt to traditional Persona dungeons, and I'm sure that was no accident by the developer. However, that's not the only thing that deviates Persona 5 Scramble away from traditional Musou games. As I mentioned before, there are reused environments from Persona 5. Throughout the game, you will traverse Tokyo talking to characters and triggering story moments, which to my knowledge is a new element to the Musou genre. As of right now, I'm not sure if side activities like baseball, reading books, or seeing movies comes into play in P5 Scramble, but either way, this portion of the game was a pleasant surprise to me. Some other features that made the jump are P5's calendar system, all-in attacks, and Morgana constantly telling you to go to sleep. Seriously though, it should just be called Persona 5 2 at this point. Best of all, if you've already played Persona 5, which I definitely recommend if you're going to jump into this one, everything is immediately familiar, so there's no time wasted learning the ins and outs of it all. There's also more focus on platforming in P5 Scramble compared to other Musou games. The demo didn't offer a ton of platforming sections, but based on the gameplay trailers we've seen, there's sure to be more intricate sections where Joker and company can utilize their sick acrobatic skills. The crux of Persona 5 Scramble the Phantom Strikers combat is the ability to freeze time to a halt and choose from various Persona attacks. You base what special attacks you use on enemy weaknesses, just like Persona 5 of course. It's all really easy to grasp from the beginning, even in Japanese. However, in the demo you're constantly learning new mechanics and different types of play, so I'm sure things will get more complicated in post-demo sections. At least I hope so. It's also worth mentioning that the demo featured a boss fight. It was pretty cool and I'm hoping they get bigger and better further in. Implementing Persona 5's turn-based combat into a Musou game is no easy task, but Omega Force figured it out. It's seriously a blast to play. Because the demo is in Japanese, it was hard to grasp the story while playing. Luckily, YouTuber JuiceDupe14 translated the entire demo, which is what you're seeing right now, and I'll also be sure to link that in the description below as well. From what I've gathered, more strange occurrences start happening around Tokyo and the Phantom Thieves are thrust into the madness. I won't dive deeper than that into the story details because of spoilers, but it seems like a somewhat standard story setup. But I'm hoping there are some big surprises throughout the full game. If you were iffy on giving Persona 5 Scramble a shot because you're not a fan of Musou games, I highly recommend checking out the demo. It's the least Musou-feeling Musou game I've played so far. I'm fully convinced that Persona 5 Scramble is a true sequel to Persona 5. It almost goes without saying that you should definitely play Persona 5 before Persona 5 Scramble, as the characters, story, and world are all introduced in the original game. It will be really hard to fully appreciate P5 Scramble's offerings without playing the first game. Persona 5 Scramble the Phantom Strikers currently has no release date or release window for the States, but we know it's coming, we just don't know when. Hopefully we'll hear something in the near future, but be sure to let me know what you think. Do you plan on picking up Persona 5 Scramble? Have you played the original? Let me know down in the comments section below. I will talk to you guys later.